this is Daniel Hutchins, and today we're going to be doing some cinema blend discussions. So, the first cinema blend discussion we are going to be doing is 6 completely valid reasons Solo 2 should happen. Now, this is Star Wars news from earlier this month. This article was earlier this month, like I said, August 2nd, 2020. Okay, it's more than fair to say the last few Star Wars movies have been polarizing and controversial. Even though, while they may not be as universally popular as other Star Wars entries, they have their fans. This is especially true in regards to Solo: A Star Wars Story. And while the movie failed to impress Disney at the box office, there have still been calls from fans to see a sequel get made. Okay. Now, unfortunately, it appears that any plans for a sequel movie are not in the works. That doesn't mean it will never happen, though, so for anyone wondering if that day should come, here are some great reasons to push and advocate for Solo 2 to get made. We need more Star Wars movies without Jedi. Jedi are the lifeblood of the Star Wars franchise, but they aren't the only entertaining thing about this universe. And yet, time and time again, Star Wars leans on its ancient order of protectors that continually pop up despite being driven to near extinction. The reality is that it takes more than one Jedi to end a war, yet the ones with lightsabers are often given the lion's share of the credit. To be fair, it's not like Han Solo was some major advocate for the Rebels' Pride or New Hope, as he was trying to get by. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and really, it would be nice to see more adventures where the stakes don't necessarily determine the fate of an entire galaxy and of ultimate battle between good and evil. It's hard to do that when that seemingly every move a Jedi makes on their journey. So I'm fine with seeing more smuggler antics while Star Wars figures out how to make light and dark side conflict interest again. Okay. There is an opportunity to bring back Jabba the Hutt. Okay, so one of the most exciting prospects of Solo's sequel is the ability to bring back Jabba the Hutt. In the original trilogy, Jabba sent bounty hunters after a smuggler because he had dropped a shipment to escape a bad situation, and in the process lost Jabba some money. Whether that incident occurs before or after Solo 2, there's an option to incorporate Jabba the Hutt in the sequel, if not especially because the role has already been teased. Yep, now the prequel trilogy tried its best to bring back Jabba the Hutt, but if we're being honest, it was too soon. CGI technology just wasn't there to effectively recreate him, and even the latest attempt to clean up that deleted scene in Star Wars: A New Hope isn't up to today's standards in 2020. But the technology is there, or at least there exists the budget to do an ever-proper animatronic Jabba. Jabba the Hutt is one of the coolest creatures of the Star Wars movies, and bringing him into the next story would be a major motivator to anyone on the fence about a sequel. The cast of Solo is pretty great. There's something to be said about the cast of Solo: A Star Wars Story. When examining the overall quality, featuring a lineup including Woody Harrelson, Emilia Clarke, Donald Glover, Andy Newton, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and Paul Bettany, in addition to Alden Ehrenreich, this movie pulls some sizable star power. And I think there is an argument to be made the core of this cast would only continue to grow in popularity with each successive movie. That's usually a good thing for franchises, especially ones that already have been a part of major money-making franchises. Okay, and then, to be perfectly candid, Alden Ehrenreich never got an appropriate amount of praise for his portrayal as Han Solo. It takes some skill to not only play an iconic character, but also an iconic character portrayed by an equally iconic actor. Ehrenreich managed to pull it off. And even if you think he did fine, that's still saying a lot more than you can for any actor bringing an original character to life. Solo 2 would have the audience pass the adjustment hump of seeing Han Solo not played by Harrison Ford, and Ehrenreich would have the opportunity to shine even brighter. Now that would be pretty cool, you got to admit. It's a rare opportunity for Chewbacca to get a lead role. Chewbacca has never gotten as much credit in Star Wars as he's deserved. It started with missing out on a medal after the Death Star's destruction, and unfortunately Chewie has always been relegated to essentially lurking in the background since in Solo he got a chance to be a real part of the story, and it stands to reason that would only continue to be the case in future Solo movies. Even if Chewbacca has to play the second banana, it's still far more attention than he has gotten as a character in past Star Wars movies. An expanded universe material, and while I get it the challenge to give meaningful arcs to a character who can't speak Galactic Basic, I think R2-D2 has gotten more overall screen time than him. Solo sequels are one of the only logical ways to expand this part of the franchise, so make it happen, and we can cross our fingers that a screenwriter will figure out how to give Chewbacca a great arc. There's rumored to be a Lando show that would help expand the story. Lando Calrissian may not be the biggest fan of Han Solo and Solo's Star Wars story, but canon tells us these two will have a long and somewhat complicated friendship ahead of them. Disney may be on the fence about another Solo movie, but there's rumored to be in the talks of Donald Glover doing a Lando series for Disney Plus, and developing Solo 2 could potentially help further support this venture. Okay, and if rumors turn out to be true, a Lando show could be the way to drum up support for the Solo sequel, if nothing else will. Worst case scenario, perhaps there can be some way the world of Solo can live vicariously through the Lando series, with the rogue smuggler as a supporting character. Perhaps the middle ground would be to tease more Solo stories in a rumored Lando show with mini-arcs, just to gauge to see if the interest is still there for another movie to be made, which is a very smart idea. And then there's unresolved drama with Kira. One of the biggest cliffhangers in Solo A Star Wars story is the reveal that Han had a serious relationship with Emilia Clarke Kira, and that she was working for a crime syndicate. The way Kira and Han went their separate ways at the end was very awesome, and it also set up the Solo sequel that we have not yet seen, which would presumably end with some real heartache for the titular lead. At least, that's what we can assume, as we never really learned why Han was so eager to get back out in space and away from Leia after the war. Okay, and there is something really cool about the fact that Solo tries to build the form of romance, and in doing so, it made Han a lot less one-dimensional as a character than he was previously. Honestly, it's the thing I'm most looking forward to. Seeing resolved in a Solo 2, and not seeing it resolved is the thing that would be would be the most sad if a sequel never happens. I need to see that what happened to Kira, what became of her, and where things ended with her and Han. Okay, and then also Solo A Star Wars story is available to stream on Disney Plus. But to continue to stick around the cinema blend for more whether or not a sequel will ever happen, and for the latest news happening in the world of movies and television, you can also subscribe to their newsletter and get different topics on Cinema Blend. So there you go, guys. That's just a little bit of information about some ideas as far as how they can pull off a Solo 2. So if you like any of my information that I found, and if you had your own thoughts about information from the video, or whatever, just let me know. And make sure to drop those down in the comments below. So if you guys want to hit a like and a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, I would gladly appreciate that then. And I hope to see you again for another video sometime in the future. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.